Germans roll into Paris. They take over about that much of France. They set up a puppet government of the Germans called the Vichy government. And then who are the Germans going to go to afterward? They're going to go after England. By the way, it says all this stuff in Mein Kampf. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, this is what I believe. And they start going after the British. Oh, by the way, yeah, this guy named, he was a general of the French, Charles de Gaulle. He ends up not abdicating, but he ends up fleeing and going to England during this time period when the French were taking over. Then later, he's going to come back after the Allies take it back, and he's going to like lead France for a little while. Okay. In 1940, Hitler bombs Great Britain. It's called the Battle of Britain. They just okay. If you look at the map, this is the shortest point. There's actually a tunnel now from England to France. Yeah, that goes from underground. You can take this thing down. You don't have to go on the water anymore. Anyway, so they have France, so they can use this as a staging ground. They're just going to go over and they're just going to bomb the daylights out of Britain, just pound them, day after day, night after night, for like 3 months. And this is why I really respect Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill, he's the leader of England at the time, kind of a robust dude, But if you ever listen to him, he's really good. And he made this speech, and he decided he's not going to go out to the countryside where it's really safe and stuff. He's going to be in the middle of England, in London, running the country from there in a bunker. A couple levels down. Have you guys ever seen one of the latest movies of James Bond? I think it was Quantum Solace, if I remember correctly. Okay. Do you remember the one where they bombed MI6 and then they had to move the building and they? Oh, Skyfall. And they go down in the bunker. That's the bunker, like the actual bunker that he was in. And that's where he was running. And he made this speech, this very famous speech, and I can't remember the whole thing, but he's like, "We will fight them on the beaches, and we will fight them on the streets, we will fight them in the cities and in the countryside, but we will never, never give up." And that became kind of like the rallying cry for the English, And if it wasn't for the United States, with the Lend-Lease Act, you guys, did you read about that? Because remember, we were neutral at this time. We weren't allowed to really sell weapons or whatever, but we could give them to them for free, And so, really, if it wasn't for us coming into war or helping out the English, Britain would have fallen, and Germany probably would have taken it over. But he kind of got Hitler kind of got sick of fighting them and not being able to take it over, so he ended up quitting, and then he started going after Russia. Okay, not to say they still weren't enemies, but. And another thing, it says Winston Churchill remains in London while bombing is occurring to rally troops. The RAF, which is the Royal Air Force, fights back by September using radar. Radar and inventions are going to come about during this time period as well. What else besides radar is going to come about? What's the one under the water? Sonar. That's huge. Okay? So radar is going to make it so that the English are going to see the Luftwaffe, the German Luftwaffe coming over, and they can actually send their people out to attack them before they actually attack London again. It's that's a counterpunch, If you have, that's why the United States military is so powerful, because we have all this technology. We don't even have to send the guys out anymore. We just send what out?
A droid.
The droid, the unmanned UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles.
Or drones.
We call them drones. But they have weapons on them now. And this guy's sitting in a little van with a joystick. Okay. All right. So at this point, Germany has taken over all of Europe except for some of the neutral countries. Does anybody have any questions at this point? Okay, that's it for the lecture today. Now we're going to watch a video, and